Good people, this your boy checking in, Southside Man, Truck Boss. Yeah, I'm coming back at you. We had a decent week. It wasn't all that, but if we could bring home 2 grand, 4 weeks in a row, that's 8,000. So that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build small stepping stones to get me to that next level. With all the high fuel prices, low rates, slow freight and all that. So if I can build small stepping stones to get me to where I need to get to, I accept that. So my goal right now is to at least maintain a steady paycheck. So 2,000 a week, I take that. And actually I did have a cash advance of $350. So if you add that $350 in there, that's going to be about 6 grand. So we did pretty good. The lows I did was coming out of Kentucky over to Virginia, $2,500. I did 3 of them, and all I did was deadhead back. I've been looking at the load board trying to figure out how I'm gonna pick up some loads to get back over there. I wasn't really stressing it the first 2 weeks. I just said, I'm gonna get it down pat. What's the best way of going, and then we'll move along from there. So this week I'm gonna try to add at least 1 or 2 loads to it, because like I say, if I do 5 loads, I know I'm gonna bring home 5 grand. So since I'm pretty much on a dedicated account, if I can add at least two loads extra to this, I'm gonna come out on top, and that's gonna award me the 4 grand that I'm looking for. And but first, you got to take little baby steps and understand what's going on out here, because you don't want to take anything that's going to hurt you. You don't want to take anything that's going to put you in the negative. Even though I got good paying loads, if you start doing things that take you in the negative and you're not doing anything, you might as well just deadhead back. At least when you deadheading back, you're not, using that much fuel. So you got to keep your eyes on these particular things. Don't take any loads. Do the math. Try to ask about the load, much as information about the load, how much they're giving you for fuel surcharge, what's the rate per mile. Pay attention to all this stuff. I actually had a load and it wasn't paying nothing. One of my guys called it, and he was like, "Yo, that's not a good load right there." So I went back, reworked my plan, and I said, "Yeah, let me get off this, because I'm gonna run down. I'm gonna go into arrears or go into the negative trying to run this low, and it's not worth it." So you gotta pay attention. It's really important that you pay attention to these loads that you pick, and just don't pick a whole bunch of loads and you're not making any money. If the loads running you in the negative, it don't matter how many loads you running in the negative constantly. So pay attention to that. So my plan is to just take it easy. If I could add two to 3 loads, that would be perfect. But my thing is to find the loads that's gonna put me in the positive. I say if I can add $1,500 in with this, at least take care of my fuel, and then I have more of the revenue coming into my pocket. So that's all I'm concentrating on. So as you see, here's all my deductions. This week is no arrears. Everything is pretty much lined up. Maintenance, escrow, truck payment, fuel, insurance, workman's comp, all that good stuff. And let's see, all that came up to $32.21.93, and that's out of $54.66.54. And like I said, I brought home $2,200, $2,244.61. That's pretty good to me. Last week I was still in arrears. This was a big week. Now this is what keep me optimistic. This is what keeping me hopeful. I did 4 loads, and the thing about this week is I added a 4th load. Now it was easy to add a 4th load, because when I came out from the house, I dropped the load. Then I had grabbed a load from the same place I dropped at down in Paris, Texas, and went back up and dropped it up in Ohio, not too far from Kentucky where I was picking up at. So it was easy to add on, and that added on $1,200 plus a fuel surcharge. So just that, like I just said, if I do 1,500, I'm gonna bring about 4 grand home. But really, I just need $1,200 to do that $7,000, to gross that $7,000. And in the past, when I gross $7,000, I bring $4,000 home automatic. No question asked. So as you can see, here we go. We know here's my loads from Kentucky. The first one was 2,700, then they cut it down to 2,500. They changed the rate on me. Don't really know why, but I'm not going to cry about it. I asked about it, didn't get an answer, but we're going to keep it moving. So this is what keeping me hopeful. So since I'm locked into this dedicated, I'm going to run it, till the wheels fall off. So if I bring at least $1,200, close to $1,300 home, I'm gonna grow $7,000. So as you can see, this is all my truck expenses with fuel and arrears. Look at all these arrears I had: September, October, November, December. So we got it all handled. Look, $6,000. And of course, I brought $943 home. I wish I wasn't in arrears. That would have been a good check. That would have been a great check. That's what y'all want to see. Y'all want to see, is it possible to still make these $4,000 checks? It's still possible. Shout out to my guy Mark. I talked to him. He gave me another game plan on what he do. It's still out here. You're gonna have to do more than what you wanting to do. That's just the absolute truth. It's still out here. Mark is out here killing it. He did the same thing that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? He out here killing it. So it's still possible. You might have to go up into the snow, a little bit of snow. Don't do anything that you're not comfortable with, because money is money. We can't replace you. So just remember that. But you're going to have to come out of them areas, that everybody, like going to. Yeah. It's wintertime, the snow and ice suck, but sometimes you're going to have to do what you don't want to do. We truck drivers. Okay, so this was a great week. It got me out of arrears and got me back on the path. You feel me? So I ain't going to take too much of your time. I just wanted to check in with you, let y'all know what I'm doing. And if I can bring home 2,000. Now this week coming up, I had to go to the house because I had to get a new license. So I went to the house on Sunday. I deadheaded on Sunday from Winchester, so I didn't have any load to take down to Salisbury like I wanted to. So I just deadheaded on home. I used as little fuel as possible. I think I put in $150. So and then that also came off of this. So if you add in that $150 plus that $350 surcharge, I'm about to touch $3,000. So this was a decent week running 3 loads. So I'll be almost touching $3,000 if I had at least another load going back home. But anyway, so we got a lot of things to look at, Oh yeah, and like I was saying, I had to go home and get a new license and stuff, so I didn't come back out till Thursday. So I was able to jump on the load board, find a good load going to Little Rock, Arkansas, to the Dillard's furniture place. It was paying $1,500, I believe it was. Fuel surcharge, I'm not too sure what the fuel surcharge was. It wasn't great and it wasn't bad. It was medium. It was mid. You feel me? So I was able to do that. I got over here, dropped that off. I had another plan, but it was looking like I was gonna have to deadhead home to handle some business again. Hopefully this will be the last time that I have to, I don't have to do anything going home. So I had a plan going up to Washington and Phoenix, and it was going to give me $3,000 next week, but I'm having to rework my plan. So I'm back on this Kentucky load. So I'm gonna just run this. That way I'll be close to the house. If I need to do something, I can shoot to the house real quick and get back. So it's just about finding the right set of loads and piecing them together to where you're gonna, make a good profit and be happy. So I ain't gonna take too much of your time. This is your boy Southside Man, the Truck Boss. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Holla at me. Hey, we're gonna try to run these numbers up. Let's go.